Yeah, this is the first time, meaning my first time of being in the beach, in the sea this year. Then I decided to shoot out this video. Listen, the greatness starts with you. Until you prison yourself, your own self, you can never realize the greatness inside you. Listen, it is time that you need to prison yourself for greatness. The reason why 99% of people on this planet Earth are not in the position where they ought to be is because of fear. Listen, it takes courage to become successful. No matter whom you are on this planet Earth, no matter where you come from, no matter your background, you are born in a family where nobody is able to be successful, or where people are not making it the way they ought to make it. That does not mean you cannot make it. If you refuse to give up, if you refuse to give in to fear, listen, the fear is not the problem, but the problem is that you refuse to allow yourself to be used by fear. Meanwhile, you put fear inside you without realizing that it is time for you to prison yourself in order for you to bring out the best of you. Listen, if you cannot prison yourself for greatness, you cannot get to the place where you ought to be. Listen, the main reason why 99 or 95% of people on this planet Earth are still giving excuse is because of fear of unknown. If I offer this, I may lose it. If I do this, I may lose it. If I start this business, I may lose it. If I get into this marriage, I may regret it. If I marry that lady, I may regret it, because my brothers, my sisters, my auntie, my uncles, they are not in support of my relationship. They are not in support of my marriage. Then I can't marry whom I ought to marry. So I will not marry her, because if I do, I may regret it. If I do, I may be abandoned or rejected by my family members. Listen, it doesn't matter who oppose your opinion. It doesn't matter who oppose you at the beginning. What matter is that you refuse to allow them to quit your success. You refuse to allow them to do what to stop you in the process of you getting to your dream. Listen, whether they abandon you, they reject you, but they will still accept you. Whether they frustrate you or they look down on you, I'm here to tell you, if you can prison yourself for something, if you can prison yourself for greatness, they will accept you. Listen, it takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to make impact. It takes courage to be different. Listen, if you are trying to be successful, or you are trying to do what others are doing in order for you to be successful, you may get it wrong. But if you are doing what 99% of your friends are not doing, you will walk out your way. But if you are doing everything other people are doing because you see they are successful, you may not be successful. Why? Because as our home, as our environment, as our religions are different, so our destinies are different. So therefore, don't think because what people are doing now, they are getting it the way they ought to get it, that means you must do what they are doing. So therefore, brothers and sisters, the life you are seeing is different. Do what you ought to do. Involve in that place. Risk it to be successful. Listen, it takes risk for you to make impact in this world. If you are normal, you can never be useful. If you are normal as everybody, you can never be useful. If you are normal, repeat, if you are normal, you can never be Be successful. Risk and prison yourself for greatness. Risk and prison yourself for success, for what? For impact. The greatest mistake you will make is you thinking that you are born in a poor home, or in a poor background, or in a poor family. That means you will still die as an non-entity or a liability to your family. If you die as a liability to your family, is your own mistake, not your father nor your mother mistake. Because you are born in a poor background does not mean that you will die at the same background. You need to recycle and change the status. It all starts with you. So therefore, brothers and sisters, don't give up. Prison yourself for greatness.